And the fallout continues today from the governor's decision to suspend the state attorney Monique Worrell.
That move is already causing some changes. Let's get out to Fox 35's Matt Trezza. He is joining us live from the Orange County Courthouse. And Matt, you've been speaking with lawyers about some of the changes Andrew Bain has started to make already.
Yeah, now Bain's office has just sent out a list of priorities for his first 100 days in office. This is really, we got this list from him just a few minutes ago. So I'm going to outline some of the main points that he says he wants to make in his first 100 days. They include rebuilding public trust, ensuring accountability and rehabilitation, strengthening law enforcement partnerships, restoring law and order, reviewing drop cases and speedy trials, prosecutor recruitment and retention, and revitalizing service agencies and local nonprofits. All these priorities are in addition to a memo he sent out earlier this morning outlining changes that he'd like to make to some of the ways that his office prosecutes crimes. In his memo, newly appointed prosecutor Andrew Bain states that I am rescinding the catch and release policy that has been in place for far too long. We must return to the principle of prosecutorial discretion, one that relies on a thorough analysis of each case's facts and the laws of Florida. While there has been no so-called catch and release for offenders under Monique Worrell, the office had been working under a bail policy. Under its principles, misdemeanor drug crimes, traffic offenses, and nuisance charges were generally released on their own recognizance after being brought. Suspects were also typically granted non-bail, pretrial release if they were charged with a nonviolent crime, unless there were other factors that prosecutors thought required harsher measures. Lawyers we spoke with say steps like this ease the heavy burden on our courts and judges.
The court resources, law enforcement time can be better focused on violent cases and more serious cases.
Bain also says he's reviewing their policy on diversion programs that drop cases against first-time, non-violent offenders in exchange for them undergoing an education course and abiding by certain conditions. His memo states, until I evaluate their effectiveness, I'm immediately suspending all state attorney-created diversion programs. Orlando attorneys say these programs keep low-level offenders from getting saddled with criminal charges and also taking up the court's valuable resources, which are better aimed at more serious crimes.
With the growth of Central Florida, if every case was to be taken to trial, it would collapse the system.
And at 7 o'clock tonight, activists are planning to rally at Orlando City Hall to address these changes that are being made by the prosecutor's office. Well, live in downtown Orlando, Matt Trezza, Fox 35 News.